All right, it's gonna be a video about, I don't even like giving this shit attention, but I'm trying to like put it in a lighter octave so it ain't so heavy in the world. I was just watching this. Shout out to everybody, man. People just be trying to learn, bruh. So I get it. Like maybe certain spirits don't be so aware of themselves, or like we all need each other, bruh. But people be in this one way of thinking, and it be like hard to see outside of yourself if you ain't had no like help to see yourself how you look, maybe from a more broader spirit that could not look down on the situation, but kind of like just kind of like the quote unquote what we experience as a daytime shift, quote unquote the sun, like shedding light upon things, or like it was nighttime, right? It was dark, right? But that's the accumulation. So if you in a whole bunch of accumulation and you wearing black, and this is for the police officers too and shit, you know what I'm saying? Any police officers that out there thinking they separate than the people they might be putting in handcuffs or whatever the case may be, right? It's like everything needs to be updated. Everybody needs help right now. Everybody's confused and shit because there's just too much logic with no meaning and no meanings and no reasonings to things. So people be like creating these situations and then end up maybe in a not so favorable experience, but end up cursing again. Like people be not knowing how to take responsibility and accountability. So that'd be a childish type of mentality. I don't want to say the spirit's childish, but it'd be certain mentalities that people might still be holding on to that keep them in these similar reoccurring patterns for their life and whatnot. So I was watching this, I ain't really want to say no name, but shout out, I don't want to say shout out, but I was watching this EBK video, EBK Jabo video. Well, yeah, shout out to EBK Jabo. Like, nigga, somewhere I'm needed, bro. I'm here to help people. I'm like a real consultant. You know what I'm saying? I could do many things: accounting, consoling, therapy, mental health, just even business. If you're trying to organize your business and everybody get organized, you might have a bunch of people around, but none of y'all are like organized. Y'all are scattered. That's gonna be, you know what I'm saying? Shit, of course it's gonna play out as some type of confusion somewhere down the line because none of y'all are on the same page when you think you are. But all y'all got your own, like y'all go to, you know what I'm saying? All y'all probably be peeping game, like, okay, I didn't really like how bro was talking to me today, or like it'd be all kind of shit like that. Niggas be thinking and feeling in certain moments, but because they in a group with somebody, or they friends, or they the homie or something, people keep their mouth shut because people don't want to maybe create no like conflict in the moment, or some type of animosity, or more confusion, because people are already confused in that scenario, so they just keep their mouth shut. But then everybody be like, I don't want to say everybody, but then shit, yeah, I mean, if you call yourself everybody K, okay, you ain't God, like. And then all right, bruh, it was a video, bruh got pulled over wherever he's at, and then they got like a little like little box in the video where they showing was going to the dash cam in front of the car and then getting pulled over. But then they show bruh when they put him in cuffs and put him, you know what I'm saying, detained, put him in the squad car in the back. They got a little camera angle that they showing bruh in the back angle, bruh. And I could relate to that, bruh. That shit is not comfortable, bruh. They put you in a tight ass handcuffs, and then the seats be all weird and shit, and you trying to like get comfortable, and it's just a weird, awkward ass, and they do that on purpose. That's a psychological thing. How they design everything, like they know what they do. They don't want you to be comfortable. Like that's where motherfuckers already be lying to themselves, like knowing who they are and shit. Like, bro, you over here making all these damn songs about 100-round drums and sliding on the ops and baby, whatever the fuck y'all got this whole accumulation of some heavy ass shit. And I'm looking at it from people just ain't dealt with certain things. Like, bro, probably just still dealing with the fact that he's still hurt from when his pops got killed. You know what I'm saying? So he's like, it'd be beings holding on to shit. Or maybe they don't, or maybe their way of getting out of something was that road that they chose to take, right? And that might have helped them maybe at one point, but then, you know, time goes on, like new shifts and stuff. There's things are always shifting. You can't just stay in one idea. You got to constantly keep expanding or constantly keep trying to grow up, or, you know what I'm saying? You can't just like stay in that energy and you be a demon and the world just gonna be, you know what I'm saying, around you and how you think the world should be or something. So bro was like questioning, like, why was he even in jail, or why was he even in the car, or, like, you know what I'm saying, or whatever the case may be. He was saying, like, damn, they didn't even ask me my name or nothing, blah 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 blah. It's like, bro, you're already in the system. You know what I'm saying? They probably, like, you know what I'm saying, somewhere something be going on and shit, right? Or even if that's not the point. Like, they had some firearms or whatever, you know what I'm saying? And then, like, maybe an illegal, quote unquote, an illegal, you know, an attachment. You know, so that'd be like an attachment charge. The point of what I'm saying is, people like go about their life never really learning nothing. So that's how I'm looking at it. I'm like thinking, bro, like, if somebody been in, for example, somebody been in jail or going to juvenile hall since a young enough age, it's like you ain't looked at, you know what I'm saying? It's like beings don't be looking at they self correctly, or whatever the case may be. Like, or they just don't be, you know, it be beings that don't want to be responsible and stuff. You know what I'm saying? But then they want to, like, be all get treated a certain way, or like, oh, why is this happening, or why is this da 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 da. It's like, fool, listen to yourself. Go listen to your own music, bro, and then think about, is that some relatable shit to everybody in the world, that everybody, you know, most people could relate to, or like, is it just something you dealing with, and maybe the beings that resonate with you, and y'all make up that little mini legion body or whatever. Y'all gotta ask yourselves, is that some shit y'all really want to be a part of long term? Like, what's the whole point of, now I get it, like, niggas just be maybe just trying to defend themselves and shit, so you know, if you grew up in a certain type of, but see, that's the whole point. It's not about being a victim, it's about taking accountability. Like, why did you even grow up in that area, for example, where everybody was shooting at each other, like literally down the, like, literally got a whole street over. Motherfuckers want to have a gang war in the neighborhood with each other, or like a block over or something. It's like very like 10, 15, not even, sometimes it'd be 5 minutes. It'd be like literally like not even that, it'd be like 2 minutes. You go up the street or something, 5, you know what I'm saying? It'd be the whole other, the ops apparently over there, right? So all these cats be really like in the same area. I don't know why motherfuckers be wanting to like harm each other based off of maybe previous things that happened, or, you know what I'm saying? Somewhere down the line, somebody got to take accountability, bruh. The back and forth victim shit, that's how life is looking at it. Like, whether you think you shooting or you lost a friend or a homie, all y'all are in the same energy of, y'all don't give a fuck about yourselves or the next person enough to like maybe organize and shit. Why what's stopping all these turf click gang niggas to come together? Shout out to like LA, like that's kind of like with the, you know, to some degree, the Bloods and the Crips be trying to get it together, but they, you know, they still gonna have their differences here and there and shit like that. But like, just me watching the video, it seemed like they pulled bro over. So, his homie was driving. And maybe they had another homie in the car with him, right? The older homie, he looked like an older dude. So it was 3 of them, whatever. They got pulled over, but it looked like J-Bo was in the passenger seat. Like, he just, like, was maybe asleep or something. Probably was off a bar or something, perked out or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Or lean or whatever. Probably just woke up. Like, he just got out of sleeping or whatever. Woke up, there was the police pulled them over and shit. Now you're going to jail. It's like, it just don't make sense, bro. Your name is Jay. Like niggas just don't know how to think, bro, ultimately, right? So people be dead, right? Especially if you're already in that energy of, you feel like you're dead and you want to go kill somebody else because you feel dead and you want to take that out on somebody else, or, you know what I'm saying? So like, it just be like, nobody's separate. Everybody's creating situations, you know what I'm saying? So whatever situation and in, all y'all is like guilty of that energy to life. The police, like everybody, the police are even goddamn responsible. Like, why, you know what I'm saying? Why y'all in some heavy ass energy either, where y'all feel like y'all gotta go out and patrol and do a whole bunch of like mafia business tactics for somebody else's goddamn mafia family, but you the grunt or something, or like you just a foot soldier out there or in the world, like with all the goddamn. So it's like, I don't know, bro. I think people just need to take accountability for their life instead of playing victim and try to, you know, start crying when they get caught or something. Like you get caught with your hand in the cookie jar. It's like, bro, you got a switch on you. Like, you asking why are you in the, bro, the whole, all three of y'all in the vehicle are responsible because the police caught you with illegal shit that they, you know, the people that make the ordinances and stuff consider to be like, nah, this is a illegal attachment or whatever the case may be to this tool object or whatever the case may be. Now, it's not all bad and shit. There's certain laws and ordinances and statutes and there's certain things in place for a reason after, you know, at this point in time. But it's like, if people don't know the what built up to a situation, then they constantly are behind. And that's like a slow spirit at the end of the day, like on a percentage level. Now, they might be real sharp in a whole bunch of other areas, but they ain't God, and maybe they think they are. But life go remind you, like, look, child, yeah, okay, this, that, and the third, you might be good at these areas, but what about these areas and shit? I'm gonna keep creating these situations until you realize something. And even if you got to go to jail, you know what I'm saying? That's what it's like. That's where people be like, it's like, bruh. Now, I don't want to just speak on it because there's a lot of weird shit going on. Like, that could have been staged, that could have been orchestrated. Who knows? Maybe he got a handler behind the scenes, and they're like, maybe they agreed to like, yeah, we're just gonna keep sending your ass to jail, and you just play along with it or something. Like, who knows, right? I don't want to just assume I know what's going on in somebody else's life. But just in that video I was watching, like, bro, was like, why am I in here? You know, why? I'm watching the video thinking, like, dude, you don't know why you don't know why you've been to jail for the previous times? Or like, you don't know why like, how do you not know? So that's the lie that's being told to somebody telling themselves, like. But really, bro, it's supposed to be like, yeah, thank you, this is exactly what I asked for. Especially just like you wasn't even driving. You was letting Jesus take the wheel with that J. You know, now you hooked into the same energy. You was like, just letting another group of beings or another spirit go along and just drag your ass along with take your ass on a ride and shit. And now you mad about, or you confused about why you ended up in it. That's where Jesus took your ass, nigga. and it gets deeper. They got Jesus pictures in jail and shit. Niggas didn't know any better. All kind of Bibles and shit. So the whole system itself is like, you know, some colonizer motherfuckers. And they just doing they went extreme with that shit. So it's like anybody just people don't even realize how they practicing they trying to do the same thing the police and the government people are doing, but like on a micro way, in their own little like mafia style of like, you know what I'm saying? We're gonna go drop a Tommy gun, 100 round drum Tommy gun clip on somebody that look just like me, but they ain't shooting at the police when they show up. It's like weird. Like, you should already see the police behind you. Y'all should already been grabbing the switch and shooting out the window or something. Like, that's how my mind is thinking. Like, you ain't hard like that. I don't care about all that rap, all that drill rap music if you scared to shoot at the ops. Or whatever the case may be. Or I mean the police and shit. You ain't gonna go shoot the judge. So like, that's where motherfuckers be missing all kind of points. Like, take accountability, fool. It's how you look. You look like a fool right now. Like, look like a donkey. Donkey. Yeah, it's donkey, right? It's donkey. Okay, you supposed to stand on that. It's donkey. You supposed to stand on that donkey business. What's wrong with cats, bro? Maybe life would be like, okay, this child knows how he look. All right, it might lighten up. It might not be so heavy, but then shit, the more you keep denying something or keep lying to yourself about something, the more life is just gonna keep putting you through more goddamn the next situation is gonna be even heavier, and the next situation is gonna be even heavier, and so forth, right? And no amount of perk 30s, you ain't gonna pop enough perk 30s. You can't sip enough lean. You can't smoke enough. You know, ain't nothing in the world to help me ease my stress. Shout out to what's his name? What's his name? For Lil the Chicago cat, Lil Bibby. Shout out to Bibby. Shout out to Lil Bibby. I know it's not Lil Baby. Shout out to Lil Bibby. That was Ain't Enough or something off his Free Crack mixtape. See, now Bibby's smart. You know where Bibby at? I ain't heard Bibby go like Bibby. You know what I'm saying? Shout out the intelligent ninja in the hood that's like, all right, I'm gonna do my dirt, and then I'm gonna go try to like invest this money into something, or like build, or I'm gonna go invest into this artist, or like that type of shit, right? Not you being a rapper, nigga, or a street ninja that's a rapper, and then y'all just like disorganized and shit, moving disorderly. That's not even, y'all supposed to be militant, but y'all not even moving orderly how the military does, or how a real like militant band or you know what I'm saying? Y'all ain't even moving right. The fuck? Like y'all ain't even supposed to even need a switch in the vehicle. You supposed to know somebody wherever you finna show up. Like, hey, bro, we need a tool when we pop up in so-called whatever we going. You know what I'm saying? We need someone when we get out there, or you know what I'm saying? Or somebody's supposed to drive. You know, you're supposed to have that in another car or something. Like somebody driving behind you or something. They don't even. You know what I'm saying? Like y'all don't be thinking right. But that's just my my thoughts on that. And I was thinking like there needs to be some type of counseling in jail, bro. Like they need to have me in there, like come through and have some type of class where motherfuckers could learn, like, hey, this is how this is how you look right now. Like it's about taking accountability. It's about taking, why are you even spiritually in this situation? Like they don't got no spiritual classes in it. Because they want you to keep coming back to jail. It's a business. So they don't want you to know what the fuck. They don't want to educate you on the shit. You're supposed to know that. You're supposed to do that for yourself. Did you not go to school? You probably didn't go to school. You probably didn't listen to your parents or something. Your parents like, hey, look, child, when you go out in the streets, this, that, and the third, I ain't gonna be holding your hand. So it's like, it's the same energy. Like when you had to teach yourself certain things in the streets to survive. It's the same thing in all other areas. You gotta wise up your spirit. Otherwise, you're gonna be subject to the being that's more. You know what I'm saying? They're gonna be more. I guess the being that's more. I hate to say superior, but they might have more weight in that world and stuff, or they might already did a lot of those things you trying to do, or y'all group is trying to do, but they went harder with that or something, right? So that's where like people be up under firmaments that they don't even realize. Firmament means just a way of thinking, a mentality, something to be firm about. So if you ain't firm on nothing, your ass gonna, you know what I'm saying, you're gonna get taken advantage of by the being that's more firm and more, you know what I'm saying, by the being that actually knows how to like stand on business and you know what I'm saying, hold, you know what I'm saying, stand on their goddamn platform. But it's like really all the groups is like together, bro. The police, the government, all that should be, you know what I'm saying? People just be playing victim and stuff, bro. Like, bro, you know better, bro. You can't talk about this, that, and the third. Actually go to jail a few times, and then you still like, what is you still confused about, fool? It's not even like the one time, or it'd be different if this is like your first time getting pulled over or something. But it's like you done been in and out of the goddamn courts and shit and jails. It's like, bro, what is you doing, bro? You ain't learned, bro. You gotta think different. You gotta move different, bro. You just got out. Like niggas gonna lose all they niggas gonna, you know know what I'm saying? Whatever money you make, you think you're making in the streets, you ain't just gonna get away with that. It's gonna like life is like okay, but you gonna have to equalize at some point. So a lot of that go to what niggas try to bail out, niggas paying for lawyers and shit, paying all them court fees. You know what I'm saying? Paying if you got like if you with a crew or like you all a gang or whatever, you damn near responsible for the other homies and shit. If that's your position in the gang, like you the leader of the gang or whatever, everybody else looking at you like you supposed to know what to do, not you like falling apart in that moment, because then that make everybody else feel like insecure. But it's like everybody was insecure, so y'all created just that insecure ass situation where some other group is gonna secure you and do the securing because you didn't know how to do it, or whatever the case may be. So yeah, like they really need to have like classes and shit in the system, bro. Now I get it from the business perspective, the money aspect. That's that'll go against their business, but on a spiritual aspect, they need that because they know they wrong in certain ways, just for even creating the world to be how it is, for even motherfuckers to even be in these like psyops in these situations where, you know what I mean, where people are just trying to survive ultimately, but the way of going about it is limited. So the people that created the limitations and the boundaries and the restrictions and things that you're also responsible. If not, you're the most responsible. Not you putting dude in handcuffs and then taking him to jail as if he gonna learn his lesson, and then you don't teach him nothing while he in there. So it's like, how do you expect somebody to learn if they ain't been shown the correct way of how to be an adult or whatever the case may be? And then that goes all the way up to the top of the pyramid, bro. People running the world ain't adults, then everybody just doing degenerate shit, and then everybody be like, why is this going on? Why is this going on? Why don't y'all look at yourselves? Stop looking outside of yourself as if something outside of you is gonna save you and free you from whatever it is you clearly are in your own mind about. So it really be that, you know what I'm saying? People be in their own mind first. Then it leads to a situation where they get arrested. Okay, somewhere in his mind, he was in jail. You know what I'm saying? Like he was J-Bo. Jailbird type shit, right? So nigga, tired of going to jail, nigga, change your state of being. Stop being that creature. Stop behaving in that habitat and those habits. Otherwise, don't be confused. When you get what you know what I'm saying? You get exactly what you was asking for. Like, that's what I don't understand. And people just be, and that's where life is like, oh, I'm gonna keep, okay, you wanna keep fighting with me? I thought you was, you know what I'm saying? You got a cross on your face. You don't even know what the tattoo on your face mean. It'd be like little shit like that, bro. Why you in jail? You could just be in jail just because you don't even know you got tattoos on your face. You don't even know why you put tattoos on your face, other than you was bored or something. Like, that's why, yeah, that could be all kind of shit, right? But yeah, that's just something I'm just paying attention to, like a possible job for me, like going into these institutions and these goddamn correctional facilities. And because when I was in there, that's what they had, people coming to me like trying to ask me questions and doing psych evaluations and shit like that. Just really at the end of the day, that should be like, they just want you to snitch on yourself so they could like direct you into a certain direction. But like if you like, no, I don't got no, I'm cool, like, oh, I'm not violent, this is that and the third, this is that. I'll be honest though, so I'll be like honestly who I am and stuff. And then, you know what I'm saying, and there might have been times like, yeah, I know I'm in here for my own specific reasons, so I'm not gonna be mad at y'all and shit. And I try to have a good interaction with maybe them type of people that are doing like the questioning and shit, or whoever, bro. I don't look at people separate than me and stuff. Now, where he was right though, this is what he said. He was like, man, blah 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 blah. They even ask me da da da. They don't even be treating motherfuckers like humans. So he was, in his mind, he was thinking he was a human, right? But he's acting in a very animalistic fashion. You know what I'm saying? Like the clothes he's wearing though is animalistic. He's in darkness. You know what I'm saying? He's separate from God. You know what I'm saying? He still think he is the creature that's just in the jungle and then trying to maybe, you know what I'm saying, survive like an animal would, right? And he's not wrong, but that's the lie, bro. If you gonna do all that animal way of thinking and all that animal shit, oh, I'm gonna run your ass down, oh, we running up, blah 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 blah, all on the music, bro. And then they get put in the back seat, and then they be like, well, why am I back here? Why are we going? So you telling us we're all going to jail? Oh, you know, it's like, what are you talking about, dude? Y'all had a goddamn, bro. You're not like innocent. You're not like, bro. You know what I'm saying? You did acts against life, as if you could take a life and get rid of the being that you was just trying to like get rid of, and then you go rap about it in songs. Yeah, we got your dead homies in the pack. Like, what are you talking about, bro? But then you like, oh, why am I? No, dude, I don't like that shit. God don't like that shit. And any holy ones, any God's children, we like, nah, bro, that's not no accountable spirit right there. That ain't no responsible spirit that know how to like own up to whatever it is they created for thyself. And I'm not just talking about Jay, I'm talking about everybody, anybody, bro. Anybody, bro. Even goddamn Lil Durk, the Lil Durk situation or whatever. Nah, ain't nothing been, the Lil Durk ain't come out and said no. I'm just speaking in general, like the system clearly is like, you know what I'm saying? Things, there are some real changes need to be implemented, otherwise nobody's healing and people just keep repeating all them same hellistic circumstances and not learning shit. But I get it though, like life, you know, maybe somebody like me, like there's only so much I could say to motherfuckers, so that's kind of like even why I ain't even try to maybe go in that direction of like, oh yeah, let me try to be a jail counselor person, because like, you know, you could go in there and maybe, you know, it'd be cool. All right, you know, one or two people maybe listen, but the majority of people you probably gonna talk to probably gonna be a waste of breath, because they need to be in there in some way, shape, or form. Like, you know, if that's really ultimately what I'm realizing, like I can't change nobody, bro. I can maybe share my experience, you know what I mean, be a testimony, but that's probably how I go about that. I probably go in there and just try to talk to people like real people and stuff, and try to treat and look at people like how I look at myself, right? And then maybe, you know, maybe somebody will realize something while they listening, maybe, you know, to my story or my testimony. Maybe, you know, maybe they'd be able to relate and be able to put two and two together, like, oh, right. But if you never have no clarity and there's nobody clear around, it'd just be a whole world of darkness, and all those beings in that world be just fighting each other as far as being in dark and being in darkness and being lost. And people just they just be a whole group of people that are just hurt people at the end of the day. So it'd be like simple to me. You know what I'm saying? Don't again, like, don't complain when y'all gotta switch. You gotta switch, and then whatever the case may be, like maybe there's money. I don't even know if the money isn't, but it adds more to the, if you already got, you know what I'm saying? If you're already dealing with court shit and police shit or ops or whatever, it's like you're just adding on more to the issue you ain't dealt with yet. So that's really where humanity is at. It's childish, like, you know what I'm saying? Take accountability. Maybe you won't be in that situation again. Shit, it didn't take me like, bro, I done been aware of shit since, you know what I'm saying? Since I was goddamn popped out of my mom's uterus and whatnot. Shit like that, you know what I'm saying? I only been to jail twice, bro. And I didn't go to, and in my mind, before those, even I was always in the perspective of, man, if I ever go to jail, it's because somebody else need to learn something or see something from me, or I might need to realize something, whatever the case may be. It was already for a more all possibility, godly purpose, starting point, opposed to just just being like, you just out here getting blown around by the elements. So that's really what's going on. People just be getting washed up under the current.